We have some breaking news to share with you this morning. Space Shuttle Discovery on its way almost to Cape Canaveral in Florida. It's about 73 miles away right now after 15 days, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Joining me from the Weather Center, there you can see pictures of it right now gliding in. It's about Mach 1.2, and joining us from the Weather Center is Brian Fitzgerald to tell us a little bit about the weather conditions.
Yeah, well, you know, it's exciting stuff. I mean, we've been looking at these live pictures for the past few minutes at least of the space shuttle coming in, and we're assuming right now that it's over Florida, which is they've already confirmed to us, and we're looking at, and they won't land it without good weather conditions in the area. So which is what we're looking at right now. And NASA is saying that, at least according to their website, at 9:08 a.m.
So just a couple of minutes, really.
Yeah, we're expecting this shuttle to be
And it's interesting because right now you're seeing live pictures of this Discovery gliding into Florida on its way to Cape Canaveral. Right now the commander, Alan Poindexter, and his co-pilot, earlier this morning they fired braking rockets, and that begins the descent. And they're just about at Mach 1, and that's important because at Mach 1, I think you can hear it right now, the commander may be taking control. At Mach 1, when he drops right below, we're about a minute and a half away, and then he will take control of that Discovery, the shuttle itself, and he will actually be piloting it in. So it becomes a matter of human error. Certainly, we all remember, I mean, don't like to talk about it certainly before this lands, but in 2003, the Columbia certainly had very tragic circumstances, and we haven't seen the likes of that in since then.
Yeah, what we were just looking at there was pretty interesting. They're actually just dropping through a little bit of a cloud deck there. You know, very typical, just to hit a few fair weather clouds coming in. The conditions are fine for the space shuttle to be landing. Everything looks to be on point, and they're at a low enough altitude now that, you know, they're really getting in close. And there's some great pictures of it there, as you can see them, you know, just wisping through a few of those fair weather clouds. There are beautiful conditions down across much of Florida. So it's literally looking like decent conditions for the shuttle coming in. And some of the interesting stuff here, Stone, this is the 129th shuttle to be coming down. I mean, this history is breaking.
30 years, you wouldn't remember. Like, there it comes. You can see it right now gliding in.
Yep.
Only 3 missions left. After 30 years of operation, 129th landing, Space Shuttle Discovery. It's just a beautiful sight.
Yeah, American history at its best.
And also other history, too. 5 women on this particular mission. 4 on the shuttle, and 1 at the station. That's never happened before. Just looks like a perfect landing.
And we have touchdown.
And just wait. There you can see the chute released, nose touching down. Commander Alan Poindexter gliding that in for, looks like just a perfect touchdown.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
I know. You imagine just what goes into that.
First space shuttle flight and the 33rd to the International Space Station.
15 days, 6 million miles to the International Space Station, and they dropped off numerous scientific experiments. One was an ammonia cooling. That was the main reason they went up there, was ammonia cooling unit that they dropped off. Atlantis is now scheduled, and that bad weather you were talking about, it caused some problems with Discovery. It's also caused the delay for the launch of the Atlantis, which was supposed to come up it was sometime this week, I think, but it's now May 14th.
Right, and as exciting as the landings are, that, you know, 15 days ago we were covering this of them taking off, and unbelievable pictures, of course, when they're taking off these shuttles. You know, and it's something coming to an end here, something that started many years ago, and we're getting down to the last shuttles.
Right. 3 missions left.
Yeah, of American history here. So.
And you know what's interesting on this particular flight as we watch and see the shuttle Discovery just landed in Florida. It's interesting to note that this was the first time that it took that particular path that it did. Certainly coming in from the north over much of the North America and certainly the U.S. It normally comes from the southwest over the Pacific.
Right, and as we follow it, they have it right here on the computer, we've been following it from areas just over western Canada, up in northwestern Canada, dropping down through parts of Washington State, right across the midsection of the country, and then finally right down through the southeast and into Florida, and making its landing in the beautiful conditions. And this is later than it was supposed to be. It was supposed to land, I believe, during the 6 o'clock hour this morning. They delayed it. It was going to land in California, and now finally they switched it again and making its final approach into Florida. And one of the things we've been watching, actually, is they prefer to land the shuttle in Florida strictly because of budget reasons, because they don't have to ship the shuttle then back.
It's all about money.
To the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. So they got their wish fish there and the beautiful conditions, sitting on the ground there, Discovery, unbelievable pictures.
129th mission landing of the Space Shuttle, 30 years, history in the making. We'll be right back.